If I'm in this 100... Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course.
Let's be off, Miss Exorcist. Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorius is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorius said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But Was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far.
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squidding noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly, and Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's all right if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier.
You two are opposites yourselves.
Huh?
Don't get overconfident.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
Don't waste my time.
Well, that about does it.
You better be ready.
Well, that about does it.
I'll end this quickly.
Is that all you got? Now, rise, arise, ascending angels!
If you want to live, get out of my way. Looks like you want to die. I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it. You better be ready. You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Dish out spanking!
Let's go! No escape!
Take the test!
Did you think you could escape me?
Don't get over Well then, let's move on.
Food's ready.
Forward!
Let's go!
Flash! But I'm this close! I won't miss! Form zero! Let's go! How's that? How's that? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
refuse to fall here!
You're fighting the Reaper!
You're just lucky I made it quick.
fighting the Reaper!
Better watch your step!
Victory is ours.
Move it or die! Hold up! See this?
Ready to feel the
Watch it! See this? Deception! Eat it!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending angels! Did you see my complete and utter victory? Everyone ready to play?
Under pressure! Pressure! Hold out! Alright! For 3! Hold up! For 2! Go! Go! Eat it! You're wide open! Under pressure! You're wide open! Go! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Who wants some next? See this?
Yes, I know. I'm incredible.
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Good point. Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore. But Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too. But mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral, known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Why didn't you warn us earlier?
Take a look at... Scout ships...
I'll finish this quick!
she really floats like a butterfly?
Don't waste my time.
Well, that about does it.
Looks like you wanna die. The Reaper's power.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Laffy said, have you been taking care of that rhino stag roast like a good boy?
Of course. I make sure to feed it every night before I go to sleep, since it's nocturnal.
How long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag roast?
I don't know. It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag. You're asking a lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs?
Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both! What guy doesn't find them fascinating?
Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag?
Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mogulu taught me a surefire way to tell.
I didn't know there was a way to tell.
Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And besides, Miss Mogulu told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say, man to man? Come on, let's live the dream!
Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway.
Yay! Thanks, Laffy Set. All right, show me the bug and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Mogulu says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that bad?
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu.
You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad! A real man never goes back on his word. If it packs a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle.
I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffy. He's already volunteered.
I can do this! Just you watch! This smell is the most bad thing that ever batted it!
Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open! Hey! Wake up! Wake up, Bienfu!
Miss Mogulu, as soon as I smelled it, my nose literally exploded.
He looks like he's having a bad dream.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing. The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible.
He's taking this so seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Magilu. That's really cool.
There's no end to your curiosity, is there? What do you say? Want to take a closer look?
Boy, would I.
If you really do, then say, Magilu, I want to get to know you better.
Magilu, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these books. I wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What the? What are you doing with Laphicet? He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
These bindings with the locks on them. This style used to be really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Now that I know you're such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
Like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Magilu, could you turn them over one more time? I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Magilu, I was wondering about that book you have on your waist. The one you called your heavy book, for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly knows no bounds, does it, kiddo? Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, the one I use for flower pressings, is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep, you'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully oppressively heavy.
Magilu, your face has gone all sinister looking.
Everyone ready to play?
I was just getting warmed up.
You better be ready.
Your style is really unique.
Always ready to fight!
We're finished here. Let's go.
On to battle! The Reaper's power!
We're finished here. Let's go.
On to battle! Blast! When I'm this close, I want this! Form zero! You're finished! Let's go! You're wide open!
That wasn't worth the effort.
Guess it's time to fight!
Unarmed? Hardly. These are
Don't waste my time.
Victory is ours. Don't get overconfident.
Armor crusher! You're wide open! Dead yet! Is that all you got? Three veil! See this?
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Always ready to fight! Eat it! You're wide open!
That wasn't worth the effort.
Always ready to fight. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! Pull out! You're wide open!
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
You're fighting Reaper! Double hit! You're wide open!
That wasn't worth the effort.
I'll end this quickly.
Yes, I know, I'm incredible.
Don't waste my time.
Well, that about does it.
Always ready to fight!
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly.
Move it or die! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Want some
Come on, really?
You better be ready.
Good start! Killing flash! But I'm this close, I want this! Form zero! Thunder! One down. See this? Form two! Wind lance!
Nothing can stop these fists! Scout.
On to battle!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
How about it, Laphicet? Picking up on anything?
Yeah, in the direction of the temple. The feeling's getting stronger now.
Poe is ready to fight!
Let's go!
She really floats like a butterfly.
What's this?
A demon!
The demon we heard about? Sounds like it's having fun.
Then we'll use this distraction.
Wow, look outside! It's the ocean! This was a place of worship for Amenoch, the Water Empyrean. The ancients built this sanctuary underwater for the same reason that Eumasia's temples were built underground. But building this underwater couldn't have been easy.
Aye. With the Earth temples, all they had to do was keep digging. Here, they had water to contend with.
How did they do it? You can't split the sea like you can a log.
They started by stacking giant stone blocks in the shallows, creating an enclosed space. Then they drained the water and expanded the enclosure. Once they had done that enough times and secured enough dry space, they were able to dig into the sea floor.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
The humans believed that by going through such great hardships to build these temples, they could show the depth of their devotion.
Additionally, current research suggests the site of this temple once sat on the seacoast.
What? Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, I'm only reporting what I've read in academic journals.
How would coastal ruins sink into the ocean?
When the Empyreans began their slumber, the land shifted, and this temple was swallowed by the sea. Scholars were able to prove that the sand and the heavy stones formed an airtight seal around the structure. Later, people carved an undersea tunnel to connect to the temple, bringing it to its current state.
Now that you mention it, I think I read that book too. Revised Theories on Ancient Architecture, right?
That's the one. Have you read it, Eisen?
No, I only read the first edition.
The problem with the stone enclosure theory is that each time you expand the enclosure, the innermost stones have to be carried out. Once that was pointed out as being too inefficient, alternate theories were developed. The revised edition has a number of competing theories. I highly recommend reading it.
I will then.
So, wait, was that a complete rebuttal of Eisen's explanation?
That was not my intention.
It's okay. Archaeology is a continuous process of asking new questions and making new discoveries. Prevailing theories change all the time.
What's it matter anyway? Let's just get going. There's no Empyrean here, right, Eisen?
If you're worried about it, why not flip that coin of his? Heads, no Empyrean. Tails, Empyrean Central.
But it always comes up tails.
Like I said before, these temples are nothing more than places of worship built by human hands. The current religion started when humans, fearful of natural forces, began to worship four gods they called the Empyreans. If you're concerned about whether or not one is sleeping in these ruins, just remember that their very existence is only legend.
Be that as it may, Innominat certainly exists.
Aye. But I've never heard a single story of anyone actually seeing an Empyrean. Innominat must be a special case then.
Must be.
I suppose so. If there were 4 more like him, and they were all trying to stop us, we'd be sunk.
I can't disagree.
Guess it's time
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Guess it's time to go!
Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the up! Place to place, slice them! Hair flash! Uppercut! You're wide open! Kill!
Victory is ours! Don't get overconfident.
Nothing can stop these fists!
Well, it wiped out the security for us, but...
Well, look at that. Wolfie's got the crest of Aminoch, the same pendant worn by priestesses.
Then that makes this demon.
Yeah, she must be the missing mother, Mahina.
Can't be.
Double aim!
Don't just stand there. It's gonna eat you.
You're wide open! Let's go! No escape! Hurricane gave way! Double hit! Eat it! No escape! Hurricane pressure! Up! Double hit! Up! No escape! Hurricane gave way!
To think a priestess, beloved by her village, would become a demon. Eleanor? She's never going to be the same again. This is the least I can do for her. So says reason. Huh? That feeling! Damn!
Let the demon be. We don't need it.
That demon. I guess she caught demon blight when she was looking for her daughter.
Yeah, that's what the girl at the inn said.
But even after turning into a demon, she's still searching for her daughter. Well, Rokuro, Kurogane, and Dial all remember what they wanted when they were human, right? Demon or not, she's a mother. It's no surprise she would still be protective of her child.
It could be that, or it could be something else.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
I know that must be how she felt as a human, but demons don't have a sense of motherhood or any such thing. You saw how violent she was. She's not Mahina anymore. When she became a demon, she lost all capacity for empathy and love. It's heartbreaking, but it's the truth.
Velvet and Rokuro still have empathy.
One demon left unchecked could take 100 lives, and this one's even willing to attack exorcists. Demons can wipe out entire villages, even cities, just as they destroyed my village. Thus, my path is clear.
Eleanor is right. There's no turning back once you've changed. Perhaps it would be a mercy to grant her peace through death.
You better be ready.
I wish I had power like that.
Is Innominat really an Empyrean?
What makes you ask that all of a sudden?
Well, according to the song Grimm deciphered, Innominat is an 8-headed dragon, right? The Empyreans are supposed to be these holy beings, but using Therians to feed on malevolence sounds more sinister than divine to me.
You've got a point there. Empyreans are a type of Malachim, and that doesn't seem like any Malach we've seen. And even less so when we're talking an 8-headed dragon.
Is it so far-fetched?
What do you think will happen if the Therians come together in one place?
Well, it wouldn't be good. My guess is they'd merge together into a giant, horrific monster. The mighty beast will attack us with its 8 long, snake-like necks and 8 heads spitting hellfire!
I can see your worry.
Right? And that's 8 heads with only 6 of us to take them on. It'd be more than we could handle.
I'd have to conjure up a double or two.
You can do that?
Of course not.
Then why mention it?
Oh!
What is it, Laphicet?
Do you think each head would act of its own free will? Because if they do, they'd be uncoordinated, bumping into each other and going this way and that, giving us an opening. If we fight as one united whole, I know we can win.
Yes! If we work hand in hand, victory is ours. Right, everyone?
Huh?
Us united? Have you looked at us recently? Well, I mean, maybe.
You'll be rust on my blade.
That's all. The Reaper's power.
What's this? Are we done already?
Oh, it's ready to fight.
Come on, really? You better be ready.
If you want to live, get out of my way. Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul. Scout ship.
You'll be rust on my blade!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the and another one down! You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Don't get overcome!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Paint it down red! Try as they might, it won't change anything.
Looks like you wanna die! Killing blast! But I'm this close! I want this! Form zero! Vengeance! Hurricane!
Victory is ours!
edge.
Looks like you want to die.
Hold
What
up!
the- No escape! Outside! You're wide open! No escape! Double hate! No escape! Smash them!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
I feel the power coming from further inside.
How very intriguing.
Well, there you are.
That barrier again!
Looks like we were right. Another Therian.
Just as Velvet conjectured, each of the 7 heads seems to assume a different form.
The sensation! It was here!
Well, look at that. I guess your hunch panned out too, kiddo.
This is just how I felt in Roaring Forest. That must have been an Earth Pulse point back there, too.
Well, what are we going to do with this one? Can we get it to shrink like that bug of yours?
I don't care whether it lives or dies. As long as we defeat it and take out one of Inominat's heads, that's all that matters.
Try not to let it eat you.
That'd be very uncomfortable.
No, I can't die here.
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angels! Sharpful! No escape!
Sky's light beguile! Illusory veil! No escape! Gateway! Double hit! One forward! Nice one! Forget the pain!
Dragon Falcon!
Kill them to the bone! Smash them!
No, I can't die. Here. It's peaceful.
I don't think this Therian's getting any smaller.
The demon again! I'm not letting you go this time! Is that Therian eating the demon?
The Therian! It ate her! Malevolence must refer to demons then.
Feeding on demons. I know what that's like.
Mommy. Look! It turned into a little girl!
Is that Kamoana?
Mommy, why? Why did you leave me all alone? Did I do something wrong? Was I too weak? I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry.
No, this can't be happening!
I tried so hard to be strong for you, Mommy. The man from the Abbey made me strong. So please, Mommy, please come back.
The Abbey made her strong?
By turning her into a Therian? Jeez, those Abbey jokers really get off on this sacrifice stuff, don't they?
I can't believe it. That woman, she was trying to save her own daughter.
Mommy! Mommy! I miss you. Mommy!
Dying, unable to save her daughter, all she could do was offer herself to feed her hungry child.
No! This is my fault!
So, should we bring her with us?
Someone like her will only slow us down.
That Therian isn't going anywhere!
Oscar! What is the Abbey doing? Please tell me, I have to know!
Eleanor! The less you know, the better.
I must know! I killed her mother, and then the poor girl, she...
Ah, so she must have devoured the demon. But don't let that trouble you. The demon was a necessary sacrifice to bring an end to this world's pain and suffering.
It wasn't just some demon! She was a mother! She was all this girl had! Her one and only mother.
Be that as it may, those who possess strong wings must...
It's not nice to make a girl cry.
Kamawana.
It's now or never.
Out of the way, Laphicet.
Wait! Have you no compassion?
This isn't up for discussion.
I thought you just wanted to weaken Inominat! You can sever the link! You don't have to kill her! Velvet!
Oh, someone's had a change of heart. Apparently, a woman's tears truly do have frightening power.
I'm just curious about something Grimoire said. I can always kill this one later.
If we're taking her with us, we'd better grab her and go. No sense lingering in the enemy's territory.
Hey, Kamawana. My name's Laphicet. Do you want to come with me and my friends and get out of here?
Where's my mommy? I'll be lonely without her.
You're not alone, sweetie. I promise. Even if she's far away, your mother will always be looking over you.
How do you know?
Because... that's what my mother does for me, too.
Let's go, Kamawana.
Okay.
Take a look at this.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout. Not good. The malevolence is getting...
Grim, what's up? Did you come to share something else you found in that book?
Not quite. I'm afraid the malevolence has grown too dense for me to hole up at the inn reading.
Malevolence?
The hell? What's that coming out of their bodies?
Malevolence. They're all hitting their limits.
Demon Blight! Even the inn girl! Why is this happening?
They're demons now. Their malevolence is spilling over.
The malevolence. All of that energy spilling from their bodies? That's what causes the demon blight?
Do you know what demon blight really is? What demons are?
They couldn't have gotten far! Track them down at all costs!
We'll talk later. The exorcists are going to have their hands full with these demons. Let's get back to the ship while we can.
You better be ready.
Next!
Try as they might, it won't change anything.
On to battle!
Yes, I know, I'm incredible. Guess it's time to Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Okay! No escape! I'm killing flash! But I'm this close! I won't miss! Form zero! Hola! See this? No escape! Wide open! I'm under pressure! Stop! Blaze of wind! Double! can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
I can hit.
Hold up! Okay! Deception! Let's go! Deception! Forget the pain and move! Witness!
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Where are we going? Where's my mom?
Kamoana, your mother is still far away.
Then I need to wait for her at home. Let's go back to Haria.
Scary demons are running through the village. It's too dangerous there now.
But I want to see my mom.
Your mom would be sad if you got hurt by a demon. Come with us, and we'll keep you safe until she comes back.
Okay, I'll go with you. I wouldn't want Mom to be sad.
All right. You're going to tell me about the demon blight and malevolence. Are you seriously thinking of breaking the Moloch taboo?
That depends.
Moloch taboo?
This is about more than just the demons. You could say it's the truth behind how this world really works. The knowledge can be devastating to humans, throwing into question everything they think they know. And so the Malachim agreed to withhold it from humans, for their own protection.
Do you still want to know?
It's not like I'm a human anymore.
I can't keep lying to myself. I can't go on unless I know the truth.
You asked for it. First of all, this illness you call demon blight does not exist. Any human carries the potential of becoming a demon. All it takes is for the malevolence lurking in their heart to overflow.
And what exactly is this malevolence?
Impure emotions beyond what reason can suppress. Think of it as the sin buried in men's souls.
So you knew.
I'm a witch. So malevolence is the darkness in all our hearts. Make any sense to you guys? Any at all?
When you put it like that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
By nature, humans are incited by negative energy. It is easy to turn them towards impurity, creating malevolence. In fact, most people are constantly generating malevolence.
It might even be possible that demons are people's true selves, and what little reason they possess is all that keeps them in human form.
If the masses realize this, the realm would be thrown into utter chaos. That's why the Abbey propagates the lie of demon blight.
So I presume.
That can't be true! You know yourselves there weren't any demons before the opening!
It used to be that humans couldn't see demons, or Malachim. Not unless they possessed a unique spiritual talent we call resonance.
All your average human would see was someone turning extremely violent. Unable to explain what was happening, they'd just call those people possessed or feral.
Then what made people see them all of a sudden?
I don't know. My guess would be that something triggered greater resonance among all of humanity. And then, on the day of the Advent, all humans gained the ability to perceive Malachim. And in the following days, the exorcist numbers swelled.
This has to be Artorius' doing.
But if there's no sickness, why would an entire village turn into demons at the same time?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Humans produce malevolence, which Therians consume and transmit to a Nominat. But when we removed Kamawana from the Earth Pulse point...
Clever boy. That's right. With no Therian to absorb their malevolence, the villagers could no longer contain it.
So you're saying it's all my fault?
Hey, what's going on? You all look so sad. It's scaring me.
On the other hand, at least now we know we can trust the contents of that ancient book. We tear the Therians away from their Earth Pulse points. Inominat's power will wane, and will prevent this awakening.
But if we take away the Therians, then more and more humans will turn into demons.
It's the only way to kill Artorius.
Ooh, the knives come out.
So even the truth won't stop you. Very well.
Since each Therian looks different, we'll only find them by capturing the Earth Pulse points one by one.
What separates humans and demons?
That's Eleanor.
Cheer up, Eleanor. Your mommy's looking over you too, you know.
Yeah, so she is. Thank you, Kamawana.
Grimoire, I want you to tell me more about what you said earlier. About malevolence? I told you, the subject is taboo. I understand that human emotions create a poison called malevolence that turns people into demons. Is there no way to stop malevolence from being created? As long as humans remain human, no. Malevolence is born of emotion, you see. But your kind must have found a way around it. Malachim experience emotions too. But Malachim do not produce malevolence, unlike humans. That's a lie. I've watched a Malak turn into a demon. That only happens when we are exposed to too much external malevolence. True. The island was full of prisoners and demons. And Melchior hit that Malak with something that turned it into a wyvern. Was it malevolence? To Malachim, malevolence is a powerful toxin. We seek those of purity to serve as vessels to protect us from it. It is not a perfect solution, however. If the vessel is corrupted,
the Moloch is as well.
That is correct.
So if Eleanor turns into a demon, then Laphicet... That must be what Eisen meant when he said he'd hate to see Laphicet's vessel broken.
A small crack in one's soul is often all it takes to break a person apart. So try not to pick on our squeaky clean exorcist too much,
Thanks for the warning.
So I rescued this poacher who'd run away from one of those Class 4 islands, right? She mentioned something about being hired by some chef to go hunt a rare wolf on the island. But she didn't see a single blasted critter on that island, let alone any rare wolf. Place was empty.
Then why did she run away?
Even though she never saw nothing, she kept hearing some beast howling round the island. Freaked her right out, I tell ya. When she got back to her boat, her food had been pilfered and her ship was scratched up to hell. She got out of there as quick as she could, but her ship sunk soon as she hit open water.
Sounds like whatever's there is as smart and manipulative as it is vicious.
Sounds like. Later I heard some talk about how several exorcists had gotten killed on that island. If you plan on going, you'd best be very cautious.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians, too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
Ready anytime!
I lost my mother to a demon. Yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty! You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah! Ah! What's wrong?
My face! It's scary! I don't want to look like that! I don't want my mommy to hate me! Mommy! Mommy!
When I was her age, that's just how I cried. Kamoana, I want you to see this.
That huge owie! What happened?
It's big and ugly, isn't it? There are scary things about my body, too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you all right? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm alright, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you. Not me, not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
Okay.
That scar, was it from a demon?
Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl. I was so hurt I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Oh.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow, I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss.
And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right?
Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create Therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes Therians. But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean?
That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know.
Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place.
Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time. Eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Innominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body, so there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly. So we remove the 7 Therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back, or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Innominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logris.
Hey, old man!
Give me all the water and food you got!
Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there!
Poor you! You probably deserved it!
Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Shut up, both of ya! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
Scout ship.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Eyfried came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Eyfried want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Eifried stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Eifried and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Just when are we gonna be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helavis are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep, standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
Man, I heard that the merchants in Port Renede are making a killing now that the sea gate is shut tight.
No. Nothing compared to a merchant like you.
There are people profiting from this?
What are you talking about? Anyone who wants to head to Northgan has to sail around Westgan now. And those ships need to put into Port Renede for supplies.
That is true. Still, it's only until Vortigern is repaired.
Your friends in Renede wouldn't happen to be paying off the Abbey to delay repairs, would they?
You think that'd work on the Abbey? They're not as lax as the church was.
So that's it. You're in cahoots with the church.
Hey, relax. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nasty rumors circulating about those priests.
So not everyone's been hurt by Vortigern's closure. Interesting.
There's a front and back to every coin.
Except your coin only ever turns up tails.
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up?
Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
A black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
Here we are, back in Logris. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act?
Coo, coo. I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Worth killing.
Watch yourselves! This guy means business!
I know. Training isn't worthwhile if you get killed while doing it.
Shoot up! Power skate! Smash it up! Hurricane! Power pressure! Armor pressure! Armor pressure! See this? Armor pressure!
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Whew. That thing was pretty strong.
You just wanted something good to train on.
I'm not in it just for myself. If I get stronger, I'll be more helpful in your battles. This counts towards the repayment of my debt.
But you don't deny at least part of it was for yourself.
Of course not. Every true swordsman wants to train so they can improve themselves.
It might be a little late to ask, but what debt exactly are you repaying, Rokuro?
My sword is my life. When I was separated from it, Velvet told me where to find it. Also, she broke me free from a 500-year-long prison sentence.
You say that like it's an afterthought.
And that's why I can't fully trust you.
I don't follow. Us Rangetsu men are renowned for our sense of duty and commitment.
Actually, now that you mention it, Rangetsu's a pretty unusual last name.
I heard your family specializes in unconventional swords and fighting styles.
That's true. Our ancestor was a swordsman from way off in another country who came to this land a long time ago.
A foreign swordsman, huh? I guess that explains why your swords and techniques stand out so much.
He had quite a hard time getting by in this unusual land, until he was taken in by an aristocratic family. Ever since, the Rangetsu clan has accepted the rule of their benefactors and has served them in repayment of their debt.
Served them as bodyguards?
Bodyguards, assassins, spies, body doubles.
Whatever the order, your family will carry it through.
Always return that which you've borrowed, even if you must repay it with your life. That was our ancestors' creed. In truth, 4 of my 5 older brothers are dead. You have to admit, we take our sense of duty seriously.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. You and your family are all tied to your sense of honor.
That seems to be the case. We can count on him. As long as he's on our side, at least.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all, there's much of interest here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know, I was just saying.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for you. The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Halavis are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
And just the other day, a village near Salt was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kinda gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
I've got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive!
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
What's with this crowd?
Majalu's troupe just put on a real show. Man, it was the best! Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Wow, the Majalu?
Surely you mean Magilu! Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last?
No, we're talking about Majalu, not Magilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Majalu.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Magilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along and ruins everything!
I can't just ignore that, you know.
It's Magilu!
You did great today, Magilu. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me.
Magilu's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world. But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Magilu was working hard to carry on his dream.
So, you're Magilu then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes, that's just what I was hoping for.
Lulu, don't go around picking petty fights.
But sir, this woman, she...
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body. If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
Yes, sir. You're right. Teacher, is the pain acting up again?
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good, then let's head back and practice some more.
He seems strict.
He does. But keep in mind that Balta recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
You sure know an awful lot about them.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say.
A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have. That's why I think it's high time for Magilu's menagerie to put on a show. And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo.
Comedy? Where'd you get that idea?
You heard me propose a challenge to little Magilu, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming.
Well, you could act like you feel a little bad at least. Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Magilu, it's too much to handle.
Oh, I can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Magilu's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her good name.
That's exactly the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
Eisen, not you too.
Then it's settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors in town. For now, I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Magilu's menagerie, after all.
I'm not so sure about this.
Whenever I hear Magilu's name, I can't help but think of Magilanica.
Magilanica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talked to spirits nobody else could see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without touching them and divining where people would find lost objects. For a time, people called her the Little Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of the troupe took in plenty of cash. Or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Magilanica was subjected to really brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Magilu. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
The nights are so cold of late. It's gotten harder to get flamestone, too.
I hear the port at Helavis is at a near standstill. No matter how much flamestone they mine from Mount Killerhouse, they can't get it shipped out. I'm sure the Abbey is aware of the situation. It's not just us who are suffering. We have to endure.
Times like these is when we need to practice Lord Artorius' teachings. The many outweigh the individual.
Exactly. I'm sure Lord Artorius will think of us soon and send aid.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
How dare you!
The many outweigh the individual, right? Artorius wants to save humanity as a whole. Your individual troubles aren't important to him.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Aren't we part of the whole he wants to save?
What happy fools.
Sorry about that. She didn't get to see his speech, so she's been taking it out on everyone around her.
Really? What a troublesome kid.
But really, that speech was incredible.
When will the High Priest return to us?
Keep this between us, but I heard Lord Gideon was killed by demons.
Surely that's not true.
It most certainly is true. Hey, shh! They'll hear you.
I know someone who works in the palace, and he said the demon was a girl with the head of a wolf and the body of a gorilla.
But how could a demon have gotten into the palace?
Apparently, there was a power struggle among the higher-ups, and Gideon's enemies snuck the demon into his villa. They say that's why people sometimes heard terrifying screams coming from the place.
Oh, is the demon still there?
No idea. Rumor says she escaped, but I wouldn't worry. There's no way she'd stick around here.
That's what you think. She's right here, so you'd better watch out.
Stop messing around already. Eleanor, I need you to wait outside. The boss of the Bloodwings knows an exorcist is with us, but...
Say no more. I'm sure they have clients who wouldn't appreciate their faces being known to the Abbey.
Correct. Laphicet, you stay with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
My thanks for coming all this way. It's been a while. Would you care for a peach pie?
What do you want?
Oh, it would do you good to unwind every now and again, you know. Stretch a bow too far and its string is bound to snap.
What do you want?
I would like you to escort this person out of the capital.
Something smells about this. Literally. Where am I taking them?
Somewhere the authorities can't reach them.
Sounds nice. I could do with such a place myself.
No joke. We've been looking for a place to lay low, but we haven't had any luck yet.
Well, come to think of it, I've heard a rumor that it's been a while since the Abbey has had any contact from Titania.
The prison island.
Titania? But I thought the Abbey was in direct control of that place. Has the situation there gotten that bad since you left?
Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. I think it might work.
Yeah, could make a decent hideout, actually. The Therians could definitely get their fill of malevolence there.
And the Abbey is far too goody-goody to imagine an escaped prisoner would ever return to her prison by her own free will.
At the very least, I'd say it's worth checking out.
I take it our intel has proven useful.
It has. But before we go, have you heard anything about the Abbey harboring demons?
I'm aware there was a demon in the villa, and that it has been relocated.
Where?
I can't say right this moment, but I'm sure we will find out shortly.
All right, then in exchange for this passenger's safety, I want more information on that demon.
You've got a deal. Eisen, I heard about your confrontation with Melchior. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you find him.
Yeah, you really blew that one, Toots.
It's fine. What's done is done.
Have you given up on finding Eifried?
No, I haven't. The crew and I will do whatever we can to quash the Abbey's plans. We do them enough damage, and the Abbey ought to start thinking about putting their hostage to good use. They'll set him up as a trap for us, and that's when we'll steal him back.
Attacking the Abbey to create an opening for his escape.
Clever.
It's what Eifried would do. That's all.
They're taking a while.
Yeah.
The Shepherd has a special mission for you. You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logris Abbey headquarters.
What's wrong?
Hey, you want to take a walk around the capital for a bit? I can show you some of the sights.
But,
You can't trust me. I understand.
No, it's not that. I promise. I'd love to go sightseeing with you, Eleanor.
Laphicet. Well, we'll do it another time, okay?
Why?
It's just, you know, Velvet would get mad at us.
Get mad about what?
Ah, you're done. And who is this?
A VIP entrusted to us by the head of the Bloodwings. We're stowing them away on Titania where the bad guys can't get at them.
The prison island? Just who is this person?
Didn't ask.
What?
Hey, something smells nice.
Huh?
Stop sniffing things. We're leaving.
Who is that caped man?
I do not know, but his hawks seemed extraordinarily well trained.
Trained to hunt, maybe?
I'd imagine. It takes a great deal of time and money to train a bird like that. What is it?
I smell something nice.
Indeed. The scent is somehow familiar. It can't be.
What are you two sniffing at?
Aha! They're bloodhounds on the hunt!
But we're talking about hawks hunting, aren't we?
Come again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse my poor manners. I can't believe you take a job without bothering to ask who you're escorting or why.
The less you...
I knew this would be big. What a treasure! Scout ship set.
No, the less trouble you invite.